Welcome back, guys. Day 30. I can't believe I made it here, man. Um, it has been a rough journey for me, just because I've had a lot of, temptation and, the urge really gets to you, after, for me especially, after day 7, it was like, it's been a rough ride for me. But I've been holding out as long as I can, just because I want to be I want to number one, I want to know that I can control my urges. A man that can't control his urges is dangerous. Okay, so if you can control your urges, you can control anything in your life. So I made it to day 30. If you guys are following along, I see a couple guys in here. About 2 weeks out. Clap for yourself, guys. That's awesome. That's so amazing. 2 weeks is hard. It's really hard for, especially in a society that's telling us it's okay to release every day. It's okay to release every day. I don't agree with that. I don't think that we need to release every day. I think that we should only release when necessary, when it's with the right person. That's when we should release. When it's with the right person to build that sexual bond and that spiritual bond with that one person that you find special, right? I don't know about you guys, but for me, sex has always been like better when I had a connection with that person. Like anytime I had like a one night stand with somebody, it wasn't that great. It was honestly it was mid. Like and I always felt guilty, I always felt shameful afterwards. It's same thing with masturbation, you just feel guilty and shameful afterwards. So when there's a connection with a special person, you're actually going to feel your energies intertwined together. So hold out for that person at least, the very least, I mean, get your urges under control, control your urges. Once you get those locked in and you master those, the world is your oyster, guys. You can master anything. You can master your finances. You can master your body. You can control anything. But you gotta control. Step one is controlling those sexual urges, because that's like the biggest thing in our minds, especially, is that guys think about sex once every 7 seconds or something like that. So if you can control that, you're gonna be unstoppable, guys. Unstoppable. So 30 days. If you guys are following along and you have made it this far, you should be proud of yourself. Honestly, you should be proud of yourself, because we live in a society that is surrounded by temptation, and everything is against us. Everything is against us and telling us to release. Everything is tempting us to release, and it gets tough, guys. It gets real tough. So the fact that I've made it this far is amazing to me, honestly. I there were a couple times, especially like the last couple weeks, that I thought I was gonna break, but I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I have to hold out. I have to hold out. So, um, keep going, guys. Okay, keep going. Don't stop. Okay, do not stop. Definitely at least stay away from corn for sure. Like get rid of that, hands down. Doesn't You don't need it. You don't need it. I was just looking up. Me and my buddy were talking about how the Jews own everything. They do, and I'm gonna get a little controversial on this one. The Jews own everything. They even own OnlyFans. Why is that? Why do they own OnlyFans? They also own They're large stake owners in a lot of other porn companies too. Excuse me, corn companies. Why? Why is that? Because they want relationships to go away, guys. They want relationships to fade. They want marriages to fade. They want divorce to be up. They want babies to stop being born. They don't want us to procreate, guys. They want us to just keep fucking our hands and keep us distracted with bullshit that we don't need to be distracted by. We don't need to be distracted by that crap. We need to focus on what's going on in the world, what's going on in our minds, in our bodies. We need to get our finances up, guys. And you can't focus on making more money if you're too busy fucking your hand. Honestly, I'm going to get blunt. You can't. So focus on the right things. Mainly controlling your urges. Control your urges. That's going to be huge for you, for everything in your life. Even with relationships, if you can control your urges, not to spaz out when your girlfriend or your wife says something that pisses you off. Control your urges. That's going to make you look more of like a man to her. She's going to find you highly more masculine because you don't react. You don't react. So control your urges, okay? That's step one. Step two, control your finances. Become more successful, guys. I've said this in the past. I'm going to say it again. Become more successful. That's going to make you feel better about yourself. That's going to make you more confident. That's going to make you more desirable. You're going to, the choices are going to be limitless to you. They're going to be limitless to you. But yes, main thing is completely quitting corn. That's the big thing, you know? If you want to retain for, 7 to 14 days every now and then, pursue sex again, that's totally fine, guys. That's totally fine. But just make sure it's with somebody that you care about, okay? Make sure it's somebody that you care about, because it's only going to be better. You're going to have a spiritual and sexual bond together. You're going to intertwine. Your energies are going to intertwine. All right? But I just wanted to come on and let you guys know that day 30 is going well for me. I'm still going strong. I'm keeping it up. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Anything that you guys have questions about, just shoot me a comment, and I will answer it as soon as I see it. And I will let you know, whatever I can, and help you in any way that I can. Things that have worked for me, things that I have studied. I've studied semen retention very thoroughly, and I know quite a bit about it. So definitely shoot me a question if you have any. I will be more than happy to answer it. Also, if you're struggling with corn, just let me know, guys. I will definitely be your accountability partner, for sure. You guys are my accountability partner. Just coming on here as often as I can and talking to you guys, it makes it so much easier for me to stay away from it. Honestly, it really does. So, again, I love you guys. I'm proud of you guys. Stay blessed.